tribute band. Really. And so I hope I do her justice tonight. I even have her make-believe children. Her make-believe son. Where is the make-believe sound man?
We're here, we're out here now.
No. Hi. So, here we are.
I know, right? Yeah, we are. 50 years. Hi, honey. Welcome home. 50 years. Welcome home.
Yeah. We love you, Melanie.
Brett, yeah, if we could get her guitar and monitor. Thanks, Brett. Thank you. Oh, great sound, guys. Hi. Can you put my mom's guitar and her monitor a little bit, and just we'll get it going. Thank you. If you could totally separate the monitor mixes, that'd be great. Just mom in there.
Sorry, guys, coming
my sister
through.
here, and you were there. Thank you very much. It's a family event.
Melanie and family! Yeah! Woo! I met your grandson, honey. He's fucking awesome.
And where's the table where my CDs are?
I bought one! I got mine! I got my autograph!
No, but are you there, Christiana? That's my granddaughter.
Yeah.
Look at that, my granddaughter's selling kisses.
I want a kiss! I want one!
Still no sound, but that'd be great. Brothers, no sound yet, no sound. If you want, we can mic it if you're not getting it.
Where are the sound makers?
Oh, thank you. And if this is we get her in the monitor, that'd be great. Just thank you.
You're still beautiful,
The
baby.
first song
You are absolutely gorgeous.
I'm going to sing is I wrote it about 50 years ago, actually. But this is one that I did on the original stage on day one at Woodstock. Isn't it funny they call it Woodstock when it was in Bethel? But I was on my way up to the Aquarian Exposition. 3 days of peace, love, and music. And there was going to be shopping, and beads and stuff. So, no, I don't want to mic it. I want it to come out.
Maybe that, yeah.
Okay, you do this. Just strum off.
There you go. Which one were you looking for?
Yeah. So, very small percentage of the audience that night, that 500,000 people, knew Melanie or my face or my name or anything. I was kind of like an industry buzz, but that was mostly in Europe. So I came back. I originally was going to play, it was a year before the actual event, and I was in England, and I was writing a film score, and I had never met a famous person other than Rod Stewart. And he wasn't even famous as being Rod Stewart yet. He was in a group called The Faces. Small Faces. So I met him, But yeah, I'd never met like a real stellar celebrity, and there I was on a field with 500,000 people. I had waited all day to go on, and I was so terrified. The terror kept building and building. At one point, I had perfect bulb. At one point, my mom drove me up to Woodstock. I mean, isn't that the weirdest thing? Your mother taking you to Woodstock. I've heard so many stories about people. I wanted to go, but my mother wouldn't let me. My mother took me. So there I was. But I ended up somehow. I ended up alone because when they ushered me to the helicopter, I think that's on. No? No, it's all right. I'll just tell stories. So I went on a helicopter, and as I descended the field, I heard Richie Havens. He was on his 50th minute of freedom, and that had just evolved out of Motherless Child, right? So, and I had known Richie from before, so I knew there was a little bit of panic in there, I think they had, on the back side, the side stage, they had been saying, keep going, and he, freedom, and he was so I figured, because they got me over in a helicopter, that they needed me to be on second. Now, as I descended the fields, I looked down, and I saw all this colored stuff, and I said to the pilot, what is that? He said, it's people. No, I mean like the crop, that stuff, it's people. And as I got closer, I knew he was right. And I had never performed in front of maybe 500 people in my entire life. And when I got to the hotel, they were media trucks from one end to the other, and there was Sly Stone. And there, on the left, there was Janis Joplin surrounded by microphones, and she was slugging Southern Comfort, and I thought, I have to get out of here. Because I don't think I belong here. I don't really belong here. So I'm thinking, how can I get out of here? And then the guy comes and said, Melanie, go to the helicopter. Helicopter? I've never been on a helicopter. Why can't I just go in a car like everybody else? And then he said, no, we have to go. So that's why I thought I was following Richie Havens. And when I I was ushered to a little tent with a dirt floor and a box. And that is where I remained for the entire day. Every once in a while, I would wander out into the field and think, maybe I'll just walk into the field and no one will be the wiser. I'll just I'll just be lost, I'll be lost in the ground. And then a Hell's Angel type kind of lifted me up and I said, as I wandered too far from the artist tent, so he said, you have to go back. And I went, I was at that crossroad, I was at that moment where I could have said, oh, okay, and let him take me back. But instead, I said, I'm supposed to sing. My name is Melanie, and I have a song called Beautiful People. And I sang Beautiful People, and he believed me. And he let me go back to my tent, which I never left again for the rest of the day. And every once in a while, someone would come over and say, you're on next. And oh my God, I'm going to die. The people are going to just throw things at me. All I had was this guitar and 3 chords. I just learned how to play. I had 3 chords. I was armed with 3 chords. And I thought, everybody had bands and conga players and stuff, and no roadie, no nothing. My mom was left at the door of the helicopter because they said, "Who's she?" I said, "Well, it's my mother." And they said, "No, Mom, sorry, Mom, bye, Mom, no, Mom." So I never saw my mom again that day. So there I was, and this time, it had started to rain, and it was nighttime, and I thought, I'm saved. Thank you, God, for answering my prayers. I promise I'll go to catechism or something. I'll do something to make up for this. Thank you so much, because it was raining, and they're all going to leave, right? Aren't they? They're not going to sit in the rain, are they? Those people aren't going to all sit, and they weren't leaving. And Wavy Gravy, I think, made the announcement. They're passing out candles. His collective was passing out candles. And what? Oh, strum my guitar? So they were passing out candles, and at that moment, after Ravi Shankar, they announced me, only this time it was for real. I'm going to tell you, I totally believed I was going to be dead. That was it. And I please let me out of here, please. And I all of a sudden wasn't in my body. And I wasn't smoking anything. And I hadn't taken any kind of Kool-Aid or anything. I was just so terrified. I left my body. I was not in my body. I watched my body walk onto the stage, and at some moment, I began to sing the only song that Roscoe on WNEW-FM was playing, and that was Beautiful People. I throw this out there to Gerald, and may he rest in peace, Roy Howard, Richie Havens, and my husband, Peter, father of my children. Here we go. I came back to myself singing this song. Thank you. And yeah, thank you. And the 500,000 people knew something amazing had happened. And we had a spiritual experience, whether they knew what it was or not. I came back to myself, and I knew at that very moment I wasn't a body, and neither were any of those other people, and neither are you.
Amen.
Beautiful people, you live in the same world as I do, but somehow I never noticed you before today. I'm ashamed to say, beautiful people, we share the same back door, and it isn't right. We never met before, but then way as I do every morning. That's got to tell you something. See, we got so much in common. I go the same direction you do. So if you take care of me, maybe I'll take care of you. Beautiful people, you look like friends of mine, and it's about time that someone said here and now. I make a vow that sometime, somehow, I'll have a meeting in mind, everyone you know. I'll pass out for the ones who come to show. Beautiful people, we'll never have to be alone, 'cause there'll always be someone with the same button on as you. Include him in everything you do. He may be sitting right next to you. He may be beautiful people too. And if you take care of him well, maybe he'll take care of you. 'Cause all of the beautiful people do. And I'm a beautiful people too.